Hello, Usachii here, and I'm back with my little sister Zora.
Hello.
And we're finally gonna finish Fausts and maybe somewhat unravel this mystery confusion. Let's go. We're gonna start off by reading a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so the Puss in Boots is our kitty, who's Sybil.
Yes. So there lived an ordinary family a long time ago. When the father passed away, he left behind a house to his children. He left the mill to the eldest and the mule to the second eldest, and the youngest was left with nothing but the cat and the farm. So, go ahead.
So we've decided that the youngest child is Marguerite, the adopted mom to Faust and Elizabeth. This also means that there's another sibling besides Valentin.
And we believe that that is Aunt Marth that we are hanging out with at the beginning of the game and who brought us to the mansion at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Who we assume is not Sybil anymore.
Yeah. I guess I can only skin you and take your fur to the market. The youngest had run out of money. The cat spoke hastily when it heard those words. Please don't do that. I will repay you in kind if you show me kindness and give me a pair of shoes. The youngest was curious and so begged a pair of old boots off a passing cobbler. The cat, now shod in boots, followed the youngest to town. The townkeeper refused to open the door when it started to rain at night. Crunch, 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 the cat in boots ate the townkeeper. The youngest changed into warm clothes and spent the night in comfort. The youngest fell in love with the prince warbling outside the window, but the town castle doors were locked and guarded by a monster. So the cat in boots ate the jailkeeper, ate the guard, and then ate the monster guarding the door. And then the cat ate the demon. So what we get from that is obviously Marguerite fell in love with a man that nobody else approved of, but Sybil's been by her side since the beginning and has basically, fought her demons for her, right?
Yeah. This is Marguerite's diary.
Grounded today. I might be grounded all winter. Mother is very angry. Sybil comes every day. She doesn't have to, but it seems that brother asked him to. Wait. What? Asked him to.
It's probably a typo.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought Sybil was a she this whole time.
I assume. I'm not sure, but yeah.
It started snowing rather early this year. Keep snowing and just bury this place. Successfully ventured outside. My heart's still pounding, but I need to clear off the snow by the window first and hide the clothes I wore outside. I slipped out through the hole in the fence this dawn. The streets were already white, completely different from how they were last month. Frost covered everything and every snowflake hummed a happy song. Heinrich is waiting for me by the window.
So it was Heinrich Faust, right?
Yes.
He was the dad, so that's confirmed. It's that they got married or whatever.
Sybil gave me a letter from my brother. Okay. The snow has piled up outside the window. The fairies passed by the window but ran away when they saw me. I can't play the piano properly anymore. The sounds all form the same melody, but everyone keeps encouraging me to continue. I get scolded if I miss even one day. They say this helps me because I talk more often now, and sometimes even smile when it's sunny. But I know that isn't the case. It's Heinrich's voice calling out to me in the sunlight. It's his voice singing an ode to the flowers instead of the piano. Melodies play in my head whenever I think of him. We meet in the night. This must be a gift from God. Even now my heart feels as if a spark has been sent to long dried out kindling. What if I burn up? It seems as if I've seen his face in my dreams a long time ago, even though we've only seen each other a few times. I can still feel the weight of his eyes on me even when I close my eyes. He said he can take me away from here, but as long as I have you, I don't care where I am. Mother is angry. She forbade me to see him. Why? Her eyes were as cold as the north wind, and she didn't say a word. Why? The window has been locked from the outside. The fairies run around inside because they can't get out. Someone opened the door when I was playing the piano, but no one was there when I turned back. I ran away from the piano in terror. I will never touch it again. It hasn't stopped snowing for a month. Heavy snowdrifts have accumulated on the window, and the panes are freezing. The fairies create a ruckus in the house when night falls. I don't want to write anymore, but Mother says keeping a diary is good. Why? Sprouted. This is my home. It's on a hill facing the sun. They built a large greenhouse next to the house and filled it with red garden cosmos flowers that bloom every October. It's a pity they're stuck in a flower bed. Wouldn't it be nice if they were free to form a sea of flowers on a grassy plain? But surely they're dead by now. The wind and snow are so big and the sun can't be seen.
And then she repeats it, but less words each time.
Can't see the sun. Fairies ran into the kitchen. There's broken plates all over the floor in the kitchen. They're in the kitchen. The fireplace has been burning all day, but the room is still cold. The bud is growing bigger and it calms me when I gaze at it. There's something in the room. Don't want to take medicine anymore. So cold. What to write about? Can't stop. There really is someone in the room. So cold. So cold. Must think of a way out. Must think of a way out before the snow stops. I can hear his voice. Sybil is here. We left Mother by the pond.
So we're pretty sure that Sybil helped Marguerite kill their mom and bury her by the pond. Because Sybil at one point was like, every time I wash my hands, I can't get them clean, something like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marguerite's okay, wait. So that was Marguerite's diary that we just finished, right?
Yep.
And now this is somebody else.
Yep. I assume this is Sybil, but we'll see.
Marguerite's situation is quite strange. She hides herself in the blankets and starts at every sound. I can't even go into the room. Dr. Wagner seems to know something, but as usual tells me nothing. We were relieved when her condition seemed to improve a few days ago, but now it seems to have all been a lie. I braved the snow to come to the hospital and happened upon Dr. Wagner. She had cancelled her plans because of the weather. Marguerite still hides behind a firmly shut door, and the occasional teary sniffle makes its way out. What on earth is wrong? She's been like this before, but would break out into a smile whenever she saw me. The heavy snow has halted traffic, and the doctor is worried that his studies will be forced to terminate.
I swear the doctor's a girl. I don't know what. Right?
I don't know. We're still obviously quite confused. If more supplies do not arrive soon, what kind of research is it that causes him to always have to cover large distances to source materials instead of obtaining them from nearby towns? I'm happy to help if it helps Marguerite's situation. Despite saying this, the doctor still refuses to let me enter the cellar. Weak-looking patients continuously emerge from the door. Perhaps it's better if I stay away. I hurried to leave the hospital while traffic was still moving. Although Marguerite's condition is very concerning, the situation couldn't improve if I continued to stay there. It's been like this from the start. She could always see things we couldn't, or talk in languages we couldn't understand or answer. Mr. Valentin believes she's intentionally causing trouble. I wish they would understand otherwise. Marguerite will never get better. So it has to be Sybil's diary then. No one at home expects Marguerite to come home anymore. Or perhaps the hospital is her home now, and the doctor, who's been a constant presence since childhood, is her mother. The memories are barely there. When I was as lost as a stray cat, she was the one who smiled and extended a hand. She is the reason why I exist today. I will definitely go back and visit with flowers. I'm willing to do anything for a glimpse of her smile again. I visited the hospital again, and so did he. He called himself the doctor's research partner, but he seemed very unwelcome. I've seen how he interacts with Marguerite, and it's the first time I've seen her smile so happily as someone else, although I am loath to admit it, but perhaps he is better suited to keep her company than I am. Please respond to her love and kind, I implored him. Okay, so Marguerite's, illicit lover was the doctor's research partner. That's what we're getting from this.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But the doctor doesn't want him around at all.
Okay.
So was this Valentin or Sybil?
Maybe, I don't know, because she's never had a problem with Sybil, has she? So it has to be Valentin, because she said she didn't want to see this person, right?
Well, in the room.
Marguerite is willing to meet with me. It seems that she isolated herself after she was forbidden to meet with him. After all, she is one of the research sponsors. His target is the doctor and me. Anyone could see that. Strange noises are emitted from the laboratory at night. Are there rats in the establishment?
So
who is this?
Valentin or Sybil? It's one of them.
The weather has deteriorated deteriorated so much that the trains have stopped running. It's my first night here. One short night has been enough to change my mind about this place. How does Marguerite endure such a sinister place night after night? It has to be Valentin.
So Sybil, like, actually works there?
I feel like that's true.
Okay.
I don't know. Sybil seemed to always be there, didn't she?
Yeah.
He left after giving me the key to the cellar. I have no idea where he went after he left. The wind and snow show no signs of stopping. Strange chattering sounds mixed in with the winter wind are coming from downstairs. I will sneak downstairs for a peek when the doctor returns to his room. So did he. He called himself the doctor's research partner. So we've decided Heinrich is the doctor's research partner.
Yep.
The doctor and me? Why would Sybil think that Heinrich's after her?
It's because Sybil kind of feels like Marguerite is hers. Sybil feels like she has a special bond with Marguerite, and she feels like Heinrich is trying to steal her away from her.
All right, next page.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would the doctor or Heinrich give?
I know, that's what I was
Sybil a
wondering.
key?
Like, who? Why? Heinrich gave Sybil the key because obviously Sybil's trying to get down there when the doctor's preoccupied.
Okay. Memo. This is the doctor.
He came to visit the mayor's poor daughter. I don't know when they met each other. This is really quite devious. Is he here to expose me or to take away my benefactor? I know he's not interested in her. It's plain to see who he's really looking at.
And I assume this is Doctor just being super paranoid.
I had to say the triplets were house fairies after Marguerite accidentally saw them.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean by the little pigs. I assumed they were in Marguerite's hospital.
And it sounds like they were.
Yeah.
Snow came down hard and covered the tracks, but I'm running out of materials. This is getting quite alarming. The mayor's eyes will be staying the... What? Yeah, okay. Night. Let's lock the door. Mayor's eyes...
Because...
well, it could be Valentin then.
Oh, you're right. Yep. It's either Valentin or Sybil.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be Heinrich.
Yeah.
Do the next page.
List of...
other than heart.
things. Marguerite Sean von
Schneider.
Just her whole
Yeah,
thing.
what does that mean? I guess I had other names that were just listed. The Bluebird. There was a kind brother and sister duo in an unfortunate family. After an unfortunate Christmas, on a sad evening, the witch told them that there was a bluebird in a faraway kingdom that'd bring them happiness. Thus, they took with them their burdens and set foot on their journey, leaving the unfortunate family.
It's Valentin and Marguerite.
Is it, or is this now Fausts and Elizabeth?
I'm pretty sure it's Valentin and Marguerite.
They arrived in a world of needles and pills. There was nothing here, just the shadow of the bird flying away. We could only move forward with the empty bird cage. They traveled to the land of machines. There was a bluebird with brightly hued plumage, but the blue coloring fluttered away when the bird flapped its wings. They traveled to heaven and finally caught a blue jay, but the blue jay turned red on the way home. Isn't the red bird at home beautiful as well? Someone asked. That's not the bluebird, they continued to insist. They continued on their journey.
Yeah.
The bluebird, the end.
So that's the brother refusing to believe that Marguerite isn't perfect, I suppose.
Okay.
This is Sybil to
Oh, okay.
Valentin.
Mr. Valentin, how are you? My apologies for the fact that I'm the one, I don't know, such a long period of time. There were simply too many things to be handled here.
Responding, that's what it is. I'm the one responding.
Oh, okay. There were simply too many things to be handled here, and the situation has only become stable recently. It's now the most charming season, springtime. The snow has melted, and the temperature has risen back up to a more tolerable range. Dr. Wagner disappeared into the blizzard. I trust that you've read about it in the papers. We still haven't given up hope on waiting and hope that you'll also pray for her return. Yeah, see? The doctor is sometimes a he and sometimes a her.
That's
so
right.
that makes it extra confusing. Mm-hmm. But please don't worry. The person that we mentioned to you in the previous letters is here. The situation here is quite good as of now. So is Marguerite.
What person?
I don't know, because Heinrich seems like the only person, but Valentin wouldn't want to hear about that because he doesn't like him. Right?
The person that I mentioned to you in the previous letter is here.
I don't know. Do you know?
It should be Heinrich, but
why would Valentin want to hear about that? He doesn't like
no,
Heinrich.
he doesn't dislike Heinrich. Sybil dislikes Heinrich.
But
'Cause-
isn't Valentin the one who came up to Marguerite and was like, maybe you shouldn't do this thing, and then she pushed him off the edge?
That's later though, or
Okay,
maybe
okay.
yeah, it's late. Actually,
But it was about Heinrich that he did that, right? That she got upset?
yes, because she got pregnant.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah. Because he thinks that she's perfect. She couldn't do anything wrong.
Okay,
so she's
okay.
kind of...
So we'll assume he doesn't hate Heinrich. It's just that when when Marguerite does something less than perfect, which is, get pregnant out of wedlock or whatever,
yeah,
then he's like, bruh.
And then he got kind of angry, but she kind of freaked out because he'd never been like that before, so...
And then she was like, ah, and killed him.
On accident.
On accident. So please be at ease. Please don't try to find us. Marguerite doesn't wish to see you. The weather of early spring is still quite erratic, so please take care of yourself.
But and then when he does, so then Valentin does come to see her, and they have their fight, and he dies.
Okay. I cleaned the house. I wiped down everything quite cleanly, no matter whether it was the furniture, walls, railing, carpet, or that axe. It was a pity, but I also threw away my most beloved bracelet. Although I'd washed it multiple times, I still felt that it was unclean.
So yeah, this is Sybil.
Go
I
back.
think.
Yes, it is Sybil.
Because it has to be because of the bracelet.
Yep.
But the axe, what happened with the axe was someone chopped off the doctor's head or whatever. That's basically what we saw. And that's why Heinrich gave Sybil the keys to the downstairs when the doctor wouldn't be there, so Sybil could catch the doctor off guard and kill her. Yeah?
Well, no, because Sybil was trying to investigate something downstairs. It didn't get it as an ambush for the doctor. She was trying to go down there when the doctor wouldn't be down there.
Yeah, I don't know. But she was down there, so maybe she just did it because she had to or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Moving on.
I actually hadn't verified the significance of Marguerite's name appearing in that register of names. Perhaps it wasn't as I thought, but the me at the time was unable to think properly. I knew that it wasn't my fault. It'd be fine if I just told everyone the truth. Someone would have naturally come by to pick this place up.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
I actually hadn't verified the significance of Marguerite's name appearing on the register of names. Perhaps it wasn't as I thought. Oh! I get it! Okay. You remember this list.
Yeah, I was
She's right
putting
here.
that together too.
Yeah,
and so obviously
all these
Sybil
are
freaked
things
out.
that they're taking from
Right,
them.
and so Sybil
she
freaked
thought
out.
that
She was going to take all of Marguerite.
kill her
Yeah.
and use her. And obviously not Marguerite. Sybil's not going to have that. Because Sybil loves Marguerite. And yeah.
So wait, go back.
So she did totally kill the doctor because she thought she was going to kill Marguerite. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is Sybil, just trying to comfort herself because, she's like, I've done what I can, and she was totally misleading with the writing, so it's not my fault, something
Okay.
like that.
But what about Marguerite? Did she know, yet still sponsor this business? Was she helping the doctor? Would she be taken away? I couldn't say a word when I thought of this. I told that person my thoughts. Please think of something, I pleaded with him. Obviously Heinrich.
Yeah.
Dear Diary, it's calm today. The flower I planted last season has bloomed. It's very pretty. I asked Sybil to write to my brother. I hope my brother understands that he really doesn't need to worry, for I am well here. I know he will understand if I tell him properly. My previous letter was marked Return to Sender. They were unable to find the recipient. It seems that my brother has already set out on his journey. What should I do? He never listens to a single word that I say. He's always been like this. It's been so long and I don't want him to worry about me. I also don't want him to travel all this way only to return empty-handed. After all, I can no longer go back with him. I trimmed the flower bed today. I spend as much time as possible in the greenhouse because they say that plants calm and soothe the soul. Too many buds will negatively impact the overall health of the plant, so even though, even that grass that grows in between the bricks must be cleared, otherwise, if they spread, the red cosmos flowers will bloom in 10 more months. Why must we wait 10 more months? Forget it.
Okay, so that's when her baby will be born in... Wait, how long does it take for a baby to...
That's a good question, but I couldn't tell you because I don't know babies. I don't think it is either.
I was like, no. But I'm pretty sure Valentin died between these two entries.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. The Adventure of Pinocchio. Once upon a time, there was
Wait, pause. So, Pinocchio is us, the twins.
You think so?
Yes, for
So you thought the bluebirds were Valentin and Marguerite?
Yep.
Okay. The Adventure of Pinocchio. Once upon a time, there was a lonely carpenter. He received a piece of talking wood and thus made a pair of lifelike dolls from it. They were so cute that even the fairy loved them, so she promised as long as Pinocchio obediently went to school, she would be its mother, and it would become a real boy. And so Pinocchio became a real boy. His eyes were filled with light, and his limbs were soft and pliable. With the gold coins that the fairy gave him, the carpenter became rich as well. Everyone lived together happily. But that was only one of them. It's because they only needed one little boy. The remaining wooden doll comforted himself, but the fox jumped out. But why wasn't it you? You look the exact same. But why wasn't it you? This is too unfair. This is too unfair. Isn't that easy? The fox said. If you were the only one left, without him, you could become a real little boy.
So the reason, one of the reasons this kind of confuses me is because the pictures of the Pinocchio dolls, one wears a dress, one wears like pants. So that's why I was like, that's one of the reasons, just so you know. We don't have the pictures here, but
one of the reasons for what? Why you know this is their story?
For me wondering if Faust is originally, just a boy, and so that's why she looks, more like her sister to be more like her. Yeah.
Okay. Isn't that easy? The fox, okay. Without him, yeah. There was only a piece of wood left now, but it was still a piece of wood. The Adventure of Pinocchio.
That's after Faust pushed Elizabeth down the stairs. Okay, wait, so old diary. That means Sybil, right?
The worst has happened. Her body's condition has never been the best, even with her improved mental health, so I have been prepared for a miscarriage. I thought Mr. Valentin's visit would shock her at most. Who would have known that such a thing would happen after they fought? Although we'll never see him again. There's nothing particularly wrong with Marguerite's body. She'll be able to recover after a proper amount of rest and recovery, but her judgment is not optimistic. She thinks that she only slept for a bit, and anxiously asks me, where is the child? This is such a grand house. He is such a good man. She would have been such a good wife. What went wrong? It's not what they're gossiping about. She only dreamed a dream that any ordinary girl would have made. Please don't let her wake up. That was what I pleaded with him.
Yeah, and then Sybil's like, yo, Heinrich, we're gonna just grab one of these kids. And it's gonna be her new kid. And Heinrich's like, whatever.
The man brought a pair of twins with him. They were the ones that the doctor took in before the nursing home closed. They were products that hadn't been sold yet. Plans had already been made for them elsewhere, but the man thought that retaining them would help solve our current problems. I am very suspicious of their origins, so I'm a bit worried. But Elizabeth's manners and upbringing are quite good, and she is willing to go along with our instructions. Marguerite was very stable after seeing her. I think we can temporarily handle it like this. The other child's condition isn't as good, however. At Elizabeth's insistence, the other child has stayed as we agreed not to separate them. That man filled out the paperwork for adopting the two children, but we only allow Elizabeth to appear in front of Marguerite, so I usually stand outside the door with the other. Marguerite focuses only on where is her child. Her thought process regarding significance is not as clear. I know this isn't a good thing, but she smiled at me. The thing that I have been most afraid of has happened. Marguerite has started to intermittently not recognize who I am, but her symptoms in other areas have improved, and she even looks to be in a good mood. I tell myself that there's nothing to be sad about. The child stood outside again with me today, talking with her doll. She displayed a very similar expression to mine. Continuing in this stalemate is not the right way forward either. I tried to give her some chocolate.
Okay, am I just crazy? Because they didn't call Faust a he here at all, did they?
No, they didn't.
Okay, I'm crazy.
They've never called Faust a he.
I thought for sure.
No.
I thought I read that.
That child starts randomly drawing all over the walls when she has nothing to do or is left unattended in the room. I could only follow behind her to the best of my ability. I told her that it was fine if we drew only on paper, so we drew a huge stack of paper. I finished reading the fairy tale to her and also told her my stories and those of everyone around us. She drew a lot of pictures. I organized them into an illustration book.
They called her the child for a long time. Yeah, right here they're just calling her the other child.
Yeah, they do just call her the child.
I don't know. Maybe that's all I saw. I don't know. And that doesn't prove nothing.
Nope, it don't.
Again. And this is also when they start to talk a lot because they're both outside waiting. And then I think right here is when it starts to be her. That's the first time they say her. But I guess it really doesn't matter. That's all I was getting at. Anyway.
That child... Oh, okay. I told her... Okay, next page of this. Marguerite smiles joyfully, but I'm never sure if this is a good thing for her. It's as if she's forgotten all the distasteful issues concerning the outside world, even her family and herself. She now lives with that person and the child. I'm happy as long as she's happy. She now lives with that person and the child. I'm happy as long as she's happy, so it's not a feeling of loneliness, but rather a sense of unease. Where had it gone wrong? So she says the child there, so do you think she's talking about Faust, or she's talking about, Elizabeth? Because then she says what had gone wrong.
My question is, where is Faust during this, if this is Elizabeth? Because, like, only this child, one child, where's the other child?
That's what I mean. So it's one of the children, but she says, where had it all gone wrong? There's another page, right?
Okay.
She stopped playing the piano recently, so I let that child into the piano room. Although unfamiliar, she still had a wonderful time. Should I pick up the piano as well?
Yeah, and then Faust started playing the piano. I don't know, dude.
I don't know either. I guess we'll keep going.
I guess she just kept her. Elizabeth and the mom and the dad, they just kind of swept her aside, I guess, and let Sybil take care of her. Right?
Yeah, I guess. I want to discuss Marguerite's illness with that person, but Marguerite noticed. I didn't want her to worry, so I pretended that nothing was going on. Where had it gone wrong? The child said she could already play a complete tune, so she dragged me to listen. It would be great if she could practice it well. If you are snooping through this diary again, please remember to put it back on my shelf. They argued over a doll. Elizabeth was injured when she fell. We were forced to stop this game of playing house.
And apparently Elizabeth didn't die there like we thought.
She was just injured. At the end of that one ending, it said that Elizabeth and Faust need to stop fighting.
Yeah. Oh, that's
it? Oh boy. Okay, so do you remember how to get the real ending, or do I need to get a cheat?
I think so.
G-U-H-G-F.
G-U-H-G-F.
G-U-H-G-K.
G-U-H. Is that it?
Well, it was supposed to be. Oh, did it work?
I don't think so. Hold on. Let's go put the things in the thing.
Why doesn't it work?
I think we need to... I'll just put them where they go. Cool. Okay,
sheet music. Oh.
They're like, you don't just know the song.
And you're like, yeah, I do. I do know the song, Richard.
I'm a cheater. I know things. Also, this doesn't help at all.
It doesn't?
Does it?
I don't know.
It looks pretty not like it helps.
Oh, it helps because the things that you got translate to colors based on like a hex or something. That's how it helps.
What things I got?
No, Kate. Go up to that thing up there on the wall.
Yeah.
Those are colors.
Those are colors?
Yeah, they translate to colors.
How?
I don't know, it's a hex or something.
Wow, that's too hard for me.
Yeah, I don't know what code it is. I can't speak at the speak, but it's a thing.
It's dark now.
Wet flower.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
It seems that we really can't continue this way. I thought she was dreaming, but the one hiding in a beautiful dream was me. It was I who didn't dare face a suffering Marguerite. I was too afraid to shoulder the responsibility and thus chose the easiest method, but this shouldn't have been the way. My responsibilities were supposed to be helping her return to the real world and not lead the way in escaping reality. To think that I've spent so long to recall such a simple matter.
What is this matter Sybil speaks of?
It's time to end this. I should go wake up and leave this place. It's been a long time since I've entered her room, but let's go in still. I should bring flowers.
Is she dead?
Wake up. Leave in dreams what shouldn't be brought to reality.
I'm confused. Did you get that?
No.
Okay. Bye-bye, kitty.
Is the cat gonna lead us somewhere?
Seems so.
Sybil, give us some answers. Please. Please.
Please. She's fast, kitty.
Yeah.
Oh. Lovely.
Oh, dude.
This is what she was talking about, I guess. So, Marguerite is alive. She's just kind of crazy.
I'm scared. So she's still here?
Mm-hmm.
She opened the door with a familiar voice. Look, what do you think of this ribbon? It's cute, right? Let's bring it with us when we go out next time. Daddy said he'll take us to the beach. Bro, that was Marguerite. She just knew that it was Marguerite. Oh, hey, here, there's that picture.
Yep.
The flowers on the shrubs have all bloomed today. Let's go out for a picnic later. No, can't go outside the wall. We'll be fine just staying here. That's right, this is just a dream, she thought. Only in dreams will someone help us. Help her! Only in dreams will someone talk to her. Only in dreams will she have friends.
So we're talking about ourselves, right?
I would assume.
Okay.
Only in dreams will she see Marguerite.
So Marguerite is dead. I don't know. No, she's not dead. She just is not forbade to see her.
It's so warm today. I wish this moment would never end. Elizabeth. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
She had thought several times that it would be nice to just stay like this and not wake up. But indeed, this could never be. Nothing could progress without waking up. I'm sorry, even though I'm not Elizabeth, she said as the floor swayed to her every uttered sound. She said, even though I have no way to make all of you like me. Although a lot of bad things have happened. But I still wish to return to a world in which all of this exists. She said, I can wake up already. Let me wake you too. Please wake up and look carefully. Everyone knew that at whom he was looking at. He?
I don't know.
That person he was.
Oh my goodness.
Who are you? What are you doing here? What have you done with Elizabeth? The sun on her face and outside the window had all disappeared.
Don't hurt
What
me.
are you saying? What should I leave with you? What have you said to that person? Marguerite's features were a blurry mess. She dragged her stick-thin body heavily forwards with slow, plodding steps, accompanied by a cloud of darkness. It's you that have caused us to be like this. You always surreptitiously talked about me with that person. You're always off on the side saying bad things about me to that person. So,
This is Marguerite.
Yeah, this is Marguerite talking to
us.
Sybil. No, isn't it talking to Sybil now?
Yeah,
Because Sybil
yeah,
was
yeah.
always talking to Heinrich, and it seems like we've kind of switched modes. doesn't it? Because Sybil was the one in the diary saying that we need to wake up.
Yes. That Sybil needs to wake up.
Yeah.
Why do you think she's talking to Heinrich? I think she's talking to us.
No, she was
Faust.
saying that you're always talking to that person, and I was just saying that
Yeah, and that
Sybil was the
person
one
has
who was
to
always
be
talking to Heinrich.
Faust.
No, it has to be Heinrich, right?
Faust was always hanging out with Sybil.
But they would just call you the child. They always call Heinrich that person, though.
Yeah, but I think it, because Heinrich is her husband, so I don't think her husband is talking bad about her.
No, they're not talking bad. They're talking about trying to help her.
Okay.
And that's Sybil, who was always fighting to let her stay in a dream because she didn't like her suffering. That person only listens to you. He does anything you ask him to. She had finally figured out that Marguerite wasn't talking to herself.
Okay.
Where had it gone wrong?
Yeah, so there's
See,
Sybil.
I told you it is Sybil. It was the Sybil conversation
I agree that
and
it was
the Heinrich
Sybil, but
thing.
who
Yeah,
is
it's the
the
Heinrich.
person? Why do you think it's Heinrich?
I think it is.
Okay.
Don't you know? That person won't look at me as long as you're here.
Okay.
Why? Why you? Why is there you? That familiar phrase made its way into her ears. If only you weren't here. If only you weren't here. If only you weren't here.
Oh no. Oh no, Cassie.
Broken and gone. Broken railing. There was no one below.
I think Sybil killed herself. Because her only friend disowned her.
Flower petals and the cat's corpse. Where had it gone wrong? I could still seem to hear the adults say that.
Oh, that's sad. I don't like that. You assume that's what happened, right?
Yeah. But like I said, obviously Marguerite wasn't like, in her right mind. And yes, it was that person. It was Heinrich that she was worried
Okay.
about. And yeah, and Sybil was like, bro.
So she never even heard of...
I don't think she ever once acknowledged Faust's existence.
Okay, fair enough.
I really don't. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
But surprisingly, a lot of people realized that the prince wasn't looking at her.
This again, huh? Well, explain it.
Puss in the Boots, the end.
What does that mean? What does that mean? No. Oh, whoa.
It either means that
he
Heinrich really was after Sybil, or...
Yeah, but like, why?
I don't know. Because I don't know.
What's about Sybil? I don't understand.
Me neither.
Okay, that happened.
I don't know why Heinrich would have ever had all that stuff to do with Marguerite, though, if he was after Sybil. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he would have taken a different angle.
What angle, though?
I don't know.
Because everything revolves around
It's
Marguerite
true.
for
Everything
Sybil,
does.
so it does make sense.
It's true.
but
That's true.
It still doesn't.
It's still strange.
Maybe he wanted her gone.
Marguerite?
No, Sybil. And that was a way to do it. Obviously.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, maybe.
Doing an ignore and doing a run.
Okie dokie. What happens if you stop her?
I don't know.
I guess I'll come back and do that.
I'm gonna do you a frighten. Right?
Yeah. Where are you going? About this place about herself, and she had remembered everything about that thing.
Run, 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 run. Nigerundayo.
But the dream didn't wish to end, and I asked in a sharp voice.
Hey, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's different.
You seem so slow. Eep! Eep! Oh, no. Must run quickly, must run quickly! But she lifted her head to find that the world was an expanse of black. No matches, no light, no people. The darkness was so uncompromisingly thick and opaque that it was like it would swallow someone whole. Where was the door? To the front? To the back? She started losing track of direction and fell to a sitting position on the ground. The blackness started slowly eating away at her. So tired. Really want to sleep. Really. Come this way. Oh, this is definitely different.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, that was loud. Pain in my ears. Pardon me. Oh, good. Are you awake? Sorry, but you'll catch a cold if you fall asleep here. Do you live nearby? Is that so? I haven't come back here for many years as well. Huh? Sorry, nothing much. Just that I've heard that this house will be cleaned up. My apologies. Hello. I was a nurse who used to work here.
It's Sybil?
But Sybil, I thought you were dead.
Yeah.
Just that. I think there was a piano in the house. I hope the new owner can avoid throwing it away. It's not worth a lot, and it's quite old. It may have been left there for a long time without a tune-up. It's nothing important. No, I don't play. It's just that before... what? It was a long time ago. I don't remember much of it. Where to begin?
Don't end there. Are you kidding?
But it could... Sybil wasn't a nurse, right? Because...
Well, who could it be then?
Because Sybil would just visit like everybody else would visit. And if she was a nurse, it wouldn't be such a big deal, right?
She nursed Marguerite. That's for sure. And she also had a thing for the piano for sure.
But I thought dead.
I thought dead too. I don't know. Why is it so confusing?
I thought we were finally, making some progress, and now I'm just like,
Psych.
Psych!
I don't know.
Me neither.
All we know is Dad's dead because old age, I assume.
I assume.
We don't know what's up with Marguerite.
Nope.
We haven't seen her.
Nope.
Elizabeth still lives.
Yep.
We're being watched by our aunt for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Me neither. Dude, I don't know.
Song of Flowers. Hidden ending. Here, hold on. I want to go check what happens if we stop where...
Wow, there was a lot happening right there on the piano.
Yeah.
Wait a second, Elizabeth shouted unconsciously.
That did nothing.
Ma.
And then we have to go do the runny.
How does it end then?
Probably the same as the original ending.
This person thinks that Marguerite killed Sybil for that whole mess.
I don't believe it. She's like they said how bone dry she was. What do you call it? Weak.
Emaciated.
She was super weak. There's no way. Even if she did, that it doesn't make any sense because she's still there at the end.
And these people are calling Sybil a he. I don't know what Sybil's supposed to be.
Dude.
Like I said, all the he, she's have got me so confused at this point. I don't know anything.
Right?
I don't know.
If you're a cross-dresser, that means that you go by, you're assigned. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she.
I don't know, dude. I think we're mostly right, but I think there's some details that are just not, explicitly,
Well, okay, how about this? Faust kind of had to put piece everything together. So maybe after she heard Marguerite getting super mad at Sybil, and then Sybil disappeared, she's like, oh, Sybil must have died. But later, like we just saw, she does actually find her again and finds out she's not dead. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, because that was really weird. I mean, that had to be Sybil at the end, right? Let's see. Does anyone know if Sybil's a nurse? I mean, but Sybil was nursing so even if it wasn't an actual nurse.
And about Sybil and Heinrich, though. If Heinrich was really after Sybil in some way, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, but why though? Right?
Yeah.
But why though?
I mean, Sybil was really hating him at the beginning, but then she kind of, was like, oh, he's a good guy, he's okay. And he makes Marguerite happy, so I like him, Even though it kind of takes her away from me, at least she's happy. It's basically
yeah, it was weird.
Like.
I don't get Heinrich's. I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
We did our best.
Yep. I think she should have taken the place of her sister. I think that would have been fun. And Sybil should have helped cover it up. But that's me.
That's the story I would have told.
Yeah. Brr. It's the piano go brr.
Brr.
But yeah, look. The one
I do see, and I know what you're saying,
yeah,
but
the one
I don't think
left
they've ever...
is us, though, by the way.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm just saying that I don't think
I don't know. It just seems weird that they did it that way. And to give Faust a boy name as well, Also, look at that. She destroyed that thing. But
Death become you.
But apparently she not hurt that bad.
I guess not. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we mostly got this story figured out. I think the details and whether, I don't know, Sybil's really alive or not is up to your interpretation. I don't know, are we still sleeping? Our lap was full of chocolates. It was weird.
Well, I mean, it was still her diary and it still had the chocolates there, right? And so the chocolates are linked to Sybil.
That's fair. Anyway, yeah. We don't, I don't know. Heinrich, if anybody can figure that man out.
Yeah, he's a mystery.
All right, well, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, there's pages.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. Okay. Oh, no. Are you going to be cutting and pasting all this?
Yeah, it'll be fine.